1997, Bridgestone is taking up the challenge of Formula One. Formula One, the summit of motorsport. Bridgestone.
Fernsehen ist unsere Leidenschaft. Und Qualität ist unser Maßstab. Das macht sich bezahlt. Rund ein Viertel aller Ausgaben für Fernsehwerbung fließt zur Pro7-Gruppe. Das macht uns zum profitabelsten Fernsehhaus in Deutschland. Und damit das so bleibt, investieren wir in die Zukunft. Denn unser Ziel ist nicht nur gutes Programm, sondern Fernsehen mit Dividende.
Pro7. Demnächst auch als Aktie. Anrufen, mehr erfahren. 0130 7797.
Ist es schon soweit? Dieses Mal wird er noch besser, noch vollkommener. Sein Gesicht wird perfekt und er bekommt ein Herz, wie es noch keiner hatte. Ja! Damit kann man sich sehen lassen.
Der Opel Corsa mit neuem Dreizylindermotor. Irgendwann packt's an.
Late Night with Conan O'Brien, Mondays through Saturdays on NBC.
Welcome back. Did you know which of these Formula One drivers was EFDA's first Brazilian champion? Of course it was Ayrton Senna. Well done. (1990), the third season of EFDA's Formula Opel Euroseries was a vintage year. From among nearly 40 competitors from 19 nations would emerge 8 future Formula One and IndyCar stars. Teenage drivers featured strongly. 5 times Brazilian kart champion Rubens Barrichello and Portugal's Pedro Lamy were only 17. Scotland's David Coulthard and Japan's Shinji Nakano were just a year older, but the pre-season favourite was 1989 frontrunner Vincenzo Sospiri. The Reynard-built chassis remained unchanged, but the category's 2-litre 16-valve Opel engines were retuned to run on lead-free fuel with no loss of performance, a motor racing first. Defending champions Team Lotus Netherlands picked up where they left off at Donington Park in England for round 1. Marcel Albers claimed pole and victory, Brazilian teammate Andre Ribeiro making it a 1-2 finish. The San Marino Grand Prix marked Formula Opel's Italian debut and the first of 7 Formula One races on the Euroseries calendar. After failing to score in England, Vincenzo Sospiri and Rubens Barrichello shared the front row. The young Brazilian charged into the lead at the halfway mark, only for Sospiri to reclaim the top spot with 2 laps to go, to the delight of the partisan crowd. Barrichello celebrated his 18th birthday with pole at Zandvoort. Sospiri next up.
Green flag lap starts here, and you start.
Barrichello's early lead was erased by a series of incidents which brought out the pace car. But at the restart, Rubens pulled away from Sospiri to take a convincing debut win. Marcel Albers emerged from a torrid 3-way fight to claim 3rd and stayed level on points with the Brazilian. New faces overshadowed the championship rivals in France. Irishman Bernard Dolan started from the front row. Sweden's Michael Johansson notched up his first Euroseries win. But second for Sospiri moved him to the top of the points table. Round 5 at Silverstone saw poleman Diogo Castro Santos and David Coulthard alongside Barrichello and Sospiri on the front 2 rows. Barrichello quickly moved into a race-winning position, vaulting back into the series lead. Behind Rubens, the desperate dicing took its toll. Suspiri and Coulthard among the victims. A great effort by Bernard Dolan secured second place for him from 8th on the grid. The on-form Dolan claimed pole position at Hockenheim. But by lap 2, it was once again Suspiri and Barrichello dicing for the lead. Japanese Shinji Nakano was fortunate to escape this major off without injury. Barrichello won easily. Suspiri's hopes were dashed by mechanical failure. Barrichello was on pole for round 7 in Sweden, Suspiri back in 5th, but it was Coulthard who was to emerge from a rough and tumble first lap in the lead. Suspiri muscled his way past Brazilian Gil de Ferran and set off in pursuit of Coulthard, as slow starter Barrichello climbed back up the order. But youthful impatience got the better of Rubens and he risked an ill-fated move on his countryman de Ferran. Coulthard held off a fighting Suspiri to the end, while teammate de Ferran's 5th podium position of the year left him just 6 points adrift of Barrichello in the title race. As the Euroseries travelled to Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium, Suspiri remained the chief threat to Rubens' ambitions. The race was stopped after a first-lap accident in which David Coulthard suffered a broken ankle. And crucially, it was Barrichello who grabbed the lead at the restart. By the time Suspiri had worked his way past Irishman Bernard Dolan, Barrichello had already made good his escape and ran on to score win number 4 to further consolidate his points lead. With just 3 races left, Suspiri knew he had to win to keep his championship chances alive. The Italian pulled off a daring manoeuvre to pass Barrichello on lap 1, using all his considerable racecraft to stay in front to the flag. The fervent local crowd was delighted with Pedro Lami's 3rd position. As the title contenders arrived at the penultimate round in Spain, there were just 12 points between them. Could newly crowned British Vauxhall Lotus champion Suspiri add the Euroseries title? The locals thought not. Suspiri needed to win and Barrichello scored poorly to continue to the final round, but Barrichello seemed to be feeling the pressure. The showdown was almost disrupted by Suspiri's engine misfiring on the warm-up lap. But GM technicians quickly rectified the fault and the title chase was back on. After a clean start, the rivals settled into their familiar game of cat and mouse with the Brazilian in command. Suspiri's challenge faded as he grappled with braking problems and he waved by Marcel Albers, hoping the Dutchman could take the lead and thereby reduce Barrichello's points haul. Albers rose to the occasion, but Rubens was not about to be denied. Greeted by his father and the triumphant Draco Racing crew, the emotion was evident in the new champion's face.
Good start, and after the car was very good. And the end of the race car was a little bit oversteered.
Barrichello had marked himself out as a star in the ascendant with his record-breaking tally of race wins, pole positions and fastest laps. And at just 18 years old, he was also one of the youngest ever international champions in racing history. Join us next time for Double History as future IndyCar and Grand Prix stars battle it out in the 91 and 92 Euroseries. And don't leave your homework on the bus.